My name is Tracy Hodges. I'm a court advocate here at the Family Safety Center for Morning Star Sanctuary AGAPE. I am an advocate for domestic violence. I've been a victim of domestic violence myself. Many times when domestic violence victims come into the center, they don't know what they need. This is more intense because people come in their most vulnerable state. They need assistance. It's in the heat of the moment. People are upset, people are angry, people are hurt, bruised, battered. People come in bloody, black eyes, after they leave the hospital, from injuries from stab wounds. I've had a victim that was a gunshot that came in after she got out of the hospital to get this order of protection to keep the abuser away from them until they can at least get a court date and be heard, do a hearing in court. I think that I know that my walk with the Lord has been strengthened through other people, through other people's experiences. There's been healing for me as well with helping other people heal. From 9 a.m. in the morning until 4:30 p.m., that's the Family Safety Center. After 4:30, that's when I come in. AGAPE steps in at 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m. We take it from there as any services that are needed, any victims that walk through that door. We're here from 5:30 p.m. all the way until 8:30 the next morning. So if AGAPE wasn't here, there wouldn't be a 24/7. There'd be no 24/7, 24-hour. We wouldn't be operable.
My name is Amy Williams. I am the Director of Legal Services, which means I am an attorney that helps victims go through the order of protection process. The victims were coming to court without a lawyer, and oftentimes the abuser would have an attorney with them, and they would be re-victimized in court. That they would be beat up on by words by the respondent, who is the abuser's attorney, and weren't necessarily protected because a judge can't hop in and protect them like a lawyer can. So that's how my position was created. I have a case right now where I've been asked to represent this client. She was raped by her ex-boyfriend. They have an infant together. The infant is 9 months old. They have a history of abuse. She has a history of filing orders of protection against him, and he will threaten her and convince her not to come in and follow through the order of protection. So when I talked to her for the first time, she's never had the ability to have a lawyer, never been referred to anyone before. And she doesn't even want to be in the same room with him because, number one, she's scared of him. And number two, she's worried what's going to happen if she does go forward. And when you have a victim like that, to have someone standing up in court and representing them and showing that they can talk back and stand up for her in front of him, it goes a long way.
Elderly abuse, an example of someone that came in a few months ago. I haven't heard from him or seen him since. His son lived in the home with him. He was brought in. He did not want to be here. He did not want to disclose any information that would incriminate his son. His son was arrested, and it wasn't his first time. He admitted it wasn't his first time being abused by his son, and the behavior and the abuse that he's had to sustain and endure for a long period of time. He didn't want to go to the hospital and get treated. He just wanted to go pick up his son from jail. Sometimes they don't know what they need, and you just kind of put them on the path to help them along the way to healing.
I service any victim that I feel needs help, and I don't have financial constraints. Legal aid is in the same space. Legal aid helps victims also with orders of protection, but they have to meet certain financial needs or financial levels. I don't have those restrictions. I see people at their very worst, sometimes in need, sometimes that at their very lowest where they really are desperate for help. I sometimes see people who are manipulating the system. And I feel like God gives me the ability to show grace in times when I otherwise wouldn't be able to go out and fight for women in particular who are struggling in their lives and they don't have anybody else to help. They don't have anybody else to turn to. And I really truly do look at it like, what would Jesus do? Jesus wasn't with the kings. Jesus was out in the streets with the people. And that is what I do on a daily basis.
You know, we partner with the Family Safety Center in a way that if we didn't do this, there wouldn't be this round-the-clock coverage and round-the-clock assistance and advocacy for victims. And when you tie that in with what Amy does, especially in the courtroom, and working in a very unique place, in serving and working with victims that otherwise would not receive that kind of assistance and that kind of help, it reminds me of just why we were drawn to this partnership with the Family Safety Center. It's been a great honor. Certainly a lot of challenges, but an incredible honor to serve with the Family Safety Center, to serve with Metro, to serve this community.
He is good. His